I'm here to address the key findings, or I should say the key learnings of corona research that we have done during March, the first lockdown that has imposed in India. So we addressed two important questions. The first question, we addressed the introduction of the early wave of corona in India. So beside China, what are the other countries that has contributed to the uh, corona invasion in India? The second question, we try to understand the different mutant that have been floating in the country. As we all know, this virus is notorious, and it has been estimated that one mutant is appearing in every 15 to 20 days. So we analyze the early genomes available in the country, and with the very limited metadata we have, we try to understand the different mutants and whether is there any mutant dependent transmission of the virus. So we analyzed 112 genomes, or I should say the early genome that was available till March 2020, and we found 72 distinct haplotypes characterized by 143 polymorphic sites. That itself shows the virus has a high evolutionary potential and highly evolving. We demonstrated the early introduction of coronavirus has happened from the travelers from China, Italy, and Iran, and we also demonstrated the early sign of community spread of the virus in the country. We undertook demography analysis and found that virus was in the exponential phase, and we predicted that virus will remain in increasing population size at least up to September 2020. We found several mutations in the virus genome, and we prioritized those non-synonymous mutations that occurred in the spike glycoproteins. Within the spike glycoprotein, we got 18 different mutations, in which 5 mutations occurred only in the receptor binding domain, what we call is RBD. This is the first molecule that interact with the human cells. So in human, there is a receptor called ACE2 which got interact with the RBD, and virus get a passage to enter into the human body. So out of these 5 mutations, we found one mutations we name is D614G, which occurred in most of the viral genome that we have analyzed. We try to understand how this virus affecting the transmission and binding affinity of RBD to the ACE2 receptor. The study provided a pragmatic view of a haplotype dependent transmission of the virus in the country, and the finding of the present study will aid in developing a real-time framework in tackling the global pandemic and emerging this coronavirus in the country. This research would not have been possible without the active collaboration and in-time cooperation of each of the co-authors of the article. During lockdown, we were in different locations. Then we made a WhatsApp group and shared all the relevant literature related to the coronavirus. We conceptualized the idea, and we just took 10 days to finalize the first draft of the manuscript. So many of the researchers like Abhishek, Abhijit Ghosh, Bhimda Joshi, Sujit, they were working with me day and night. At the end, I would like to thank the director of my institute, Dr. Kailash Chandra, who has always supported the young brains to think innovatively and independently, to use the cutting edge of tools of modern science and different field of taxonomy and conservations. Though this study is not a complete match of the mandate of the Institute, Zoological Survey of India, as we are the institute that work in inventorization and cataloging of the faunal diversity in the country. But this study has been the output of a pure curiosity, and as we were placed in our homes during the lockdown, so we have best utilized this time to come up this fantastic study. Thank you.